Princess Haya bint al Hussein of Jordan is the most prominent member of the royal family and one of the most colorful women in the Arab world. Most recently, her photos have not been off the front pages of major tabloids, all because of her divorce from the billionaire Emir of Dubai, Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. However, Haya is known not only for this scandalous episode. She is a former professional athlete who has competed in the Olympics and World Championships in equestrian sports. Haya, in defiance of public opinion and conservative mindsets, has built a career and shown other Arab women that they should not be afraid to dream. In this video, we tell the story of a princess who breaks stereotypes and inspires others to do the same. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Princess Haya's name is primarily associated with a scandal that pulls an international one. In 2019, she fled to Britain from her husband, Dubai's Emir Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. Their divorce was perhaps the most high-profile since Prince Charles and Princess Diana broke up. The Sheikh accused Haya of cheating with a security guard, and she in turn spoke of incoming threats and fear for her life. Against the backdrop of this episode, the rest of Haya's biography would have to pale into insignificance. However, her life story is entirely worthy of a memoir, and a significant part of that book would surely be taken up by sports. Sports helped me become who I am. I hope that in time, every girl in the world will have the opportunity to play sports and experience the passion and joy it can bring, Princess Haya said, referring to the women of the United Arab Emirates. Haya's mother, Haya al Hussein, the king's third wife, died in a plane crash when the girl was 3 years old. Although Haya remembers her mother poorly, she often calls her the main role model in her life and speaks of the special bond that exists between them. Like Haya, Aliyah stood out among the women of the royal family for her active social position and spent a lot of time working in the social sphere. She advocated for women's civil rights and secured their right to elect and be elected to office. She helped ensure that children from poor families had the opportunity to study and that a network of libraries appeared in the country. Aliyah also supported the development of local culture, and she opened an art gallery in Amman. And on the day she died, Aliyah was flying home after a visit to a hospital in the south of Jordan. Princess Haya's bond with her father is no less strong. The king, despite the turbulent years of his reign, always found time for and encouraged their endeavors. Hussein ibn Talal was especially fond of animals. The children, according to Haya's recollections, were allowed to bring home stray dogs and cats, which were lodged in the garden, and it was her father who initiated the main hobby in the girl's life, giving her a horse for her 6th birthday. Hussein ibn Talal, as Haya said, appreciated the desire to develop in different spheres and did not keep children in a golden cage. At his suggestion, the princess received a good education and was actively involved in sports throughout her studies. Her primary education was received in her home country, and secondary and higher education in the UK, where she studied at Badminton School, Bryanston School in Dorset, as well as at the College of St. Hilda of Oxford University. She holds a BA in philosophy, politics, and economics. From the age of 13, Haya represented Jordan in international tournaments. In the late 1980s, the appearance of an Arab woman on the world sports scene was a real event. In 1992, the princess won an individual bronze medal at the Pan-Arab Games held in Damascus and became the first woman to win a medal in equestrian sports in the history of the competition. Hussein ibn Talal realized that there were not enough conditions in the country to improve her equestrian skills, so after finishing her studies in Great Britain, Haya trained extensively in Ireland and Germany. She became the first Arab rider to qualify for the Olympics. Haya went to Sydney in 2000. Though her father didn't catch her performance, as he had died the year before, it was the 6th Summer Games in which the Jordanian team was represented. The 26-year-old princess became the flag bearer of the team. 8 athletes went to the Games as part of the national team. They didn't win any medals. Haya placed 70th in the mixed jumping category. Very soon, Haya stopped competing because she got married. The princess met her future husband, Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE, the ruler of Dubai, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. Through sports, Emir is known for his passion for horses. Al Maktoum once spent almost $4 million on a racehorse. He and Haya met at one of the equestrian events in Spain, and in April 2004, the wedding took place. Jordanian princess became the sixth, the youngest wife of the Sheikh. In 2007, she gave birth to her first child, and 5 years later, the second. In this case, the future public activities of Haya was also related to sports. In 2006, the princess was elected president of the International Equestrian Federation and became a member of the International Olympic Committee. One of the main directions of Haya's work as head of the FAA was the fight against doping in horses. In 2009, after a race organized by the Federation, banned substances were found in an animal that belonged to Emir. Al Maktoum publicly admitted that the horse had indeed failed the tests. Haya, whose reputation was badly damaged by the story, did not participate in the decision on her husband's fate. One of her colleagues took over the presidency in the proceedings. As a result, Al Maktoum was suspended for 6 months. In 2013, it was all over again. Then, at once, 11 of the Sheikh's racers failed the control. Despite these high-profile incidents, the trust of the sporting community in the princess was strong and no sanctions touched her. Haya served as head of the federation until 2014, when she voluntarily refused to run for another. In parallel with her work in sports, Haya has devoted a lot of time to charity. In 2003, she founded the first Arab non-governmental organization, Tikyet Ali, which aims to fight hunger in Jordan. From 2005 to 2007, the princess was a goodwill ambassador for the World Food Program. At the same time, she was appointed a UN messenger of peace. Haya helped Syrian refugees in Greece and Jordan and oversaw the delivery of emergency humanitarian aid as well as for flood victims in Jordan. In 2019, it was revealed that Haya had fled Dubai with her children, first to Germany and from there to the United Kingdom. She began to fear for her life after Al Maktoum learned of her affair with her bodyguard and divorced her. The princess was afraid to share the fate of the Sheikh's daughters from another marriage, who testified to violence after trying to break free from her father and leave the country, and accused the Sheikh of killing a relative. There is a theory that the relationship between Haya and the Emir truly soured not at all after he found out about her affair on the side. The reason for the breakup was that the princess was interested in the lives of her abused stepdaughters. The Sheikh considered it dangerous. Haya used the services of a private security firm because she thought she might be kidnapped. She also said that she had received threats and that she had twice found an unlocked pistol in her bed. Another reason the princess ran away was that the Sheikh was going to marry Mohammed bin Salman, the crown prince of Saudi Arabia, to their 11-year-old daughter. The prince was 34 at the time. In September 2019, King Abdullah of Jordan appointed Haya deputy chief of mission at the Jordanian embassy in Britain. This guaranteed her and the children immunity. The trial lasted more than 6 months. In the end, the court ruled that the actions of the Emir of Dubai did cause Princess Haya to fear for her life. According to the court, Al Maktoum had to pay his ex-wife about £550 million sterling, with half of the amount in the first 3 months. The judge explained that most of the amount awarded was to protect Haya from the Sheikh. He noted that the princess is asking for security guarantees for her and her children. The Dubai ruler was also to compensate his ex-wife for the value of the property she lost in the divorce. This included jewelry and racehorses left behind in Dubai. And in 2022, the Family Department of the Supreme Court of England and Wales also ruled that the Emir would not be allowed to participate substantially in raising their children with Haya because he demonstrated a propensity for unhealthy control. In November 2022, the media reported that Haya, still recovering from her turmoil, had bought a hotel in Wales and planned to settle there. She hopes to be able to lead a quiet life, and maybe it's time to get back into sports. She's always wanted to try pentathlon. After all, a few years ago in an interview, the princess explained, "The sport was born among cavalry officers operating behind enemy lines. And I think it's about my life. In a way, I always felt like I was behind enemy lines."